Okay, so next dish, we have the seafood bruschetta. In this particular recipe, I'm going to use the crayfish, and I'm gonna bulk it up with some nice cherry tomatoes. If you have a lot of fish, you really don't need to put any tomatoes in it. And I'll use the parmesan later for the garnish on the top. So what I've started with, I char mark the bread on the pan. If you don't have the char grill pan in the house, you can always use the salamander or use the normal just for toasting the bread. So once the bread is toasted, cool it down a little bit because it's garlic and butter. So what I've done with this bread, after grilling it, I've brushed some garlic with it on the bread. After brushing the garlic, it's time to assemble. So what I'm going to do with this one, for the sake of this video, I'm going to demonstrate for you one. So I'll put the tomatoes on top. Yeah. And I will pile up with the crayfish. Very nice and simple, especially for the starter or appetizer if you have a party. It's very straightforward and you can do it in advance. So once that one is done, can you give me the Parmesan cheese as well, please?
Yes, chef.
Thank you. So in this particular recipe, I'm using the grated Parmesan because that's what I have available. But if you don't have the grated Parmesan, the best one to use is the shaved Parmesan. So I'm going to just put the Parmesan on top of the fish nicely. And the next stage on this one, I don't have any salamander or any grill that I can use straight away, so I'm going to put it in the oven just to melt down a little bit the Parmesan, and once that one is done, it will be ready to serve. Yeah. So I will just put this in the oven for, you can put it in really hot oven. You can do it for, I would put it maybe for like 3-4 minutes in the hot oven of temperature at least 200 to 220. And that should be able to melt the cheese on top of the seafood. Yeah? So that's going in here.